Welcome back to Riverbend Springs. Today we're going to be building the best snowmobiling mansion for our upcoming trip. We also customize some awesome snowmobiles and then head out and hit the trails before the big trip. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so welcome back. We've got the Ram TRX as our starter truck here, but we're going to build out some more stuff, something to help us on our new trip here. We're going snowmobiling like you guys know, but we need to build out all of our vehicles that we're going to use on this trip. And we've got some pretty insane ones in store for you today. We've got a to F350 with a track trailer. It gets pretty insane. We've arrived to the shop, but let's customize some vehicles. All right, so here it is, the F350. It's a 2024 tracked edition. It's got a custom work bed. Everything on this thing screams insane. And we're gonna build one of these out to tow our setup with the snowmobiles in the back, and then we're also gonna need some sort of gator to plow some snow before we build in the new snowmobile mansion. It is actually a cabin, so technically it's a mix of everything. A mansion, a cabin, it's everything all on one. So it's pretty sweet. First things first, we're going to add just a standard exhaust tip like that. Looks pretty good. And then the bed setup, we're going to add, we don't need any tires on the back. We need some attachments though. We need the gooseneck, and then we get a trailer hitch there. Mirrors, we're going to go ahead, leave them like that. Door handles, we'll do color match. The front badge, we can customize that Ford blue. All right, I like that. Check out the front bumper. We get some options if we want to do that, but I kind of like just leave it stock like this. We can add a valance guard right there. Couple of antennas. Those are nice because we're going to be going heading out into the trails, which are pretty far away from the city. So that way we get some extra clearance for the radio if we need some signal. And then we got some lights. That is a go light, they call it. Yeah, we don't need one of those. And then Texas plates. All right, we'll add those. And then finally, we can add window tint. Check this out. This thing is like a limousine with the window tint on it. I think we're just going to do light tint. There we go. Looks good. And then now we can switch it over to our color customizations here. The two-tone color, what we're going to do is we're going to do this super cool beige color, sort of like that. That looks sweet. Always is a classic Ford color. Kind of matches the bed very well. And then the striker lift, we're going to do the same one for that. So let's go ahead, change it up. There we go. So now all of our suspension, the shocks, and then also the lift part right there matches the side, the two-tone. All right, looks good for the truck, boys. Now we're going to go ahead and customize a trailer for our snowmobiles, and then we'll be almost heading out. All right, for the trailer, what we're going to do is we're going to do a nice color for this one. I honestly kind of just leave it like this. Honestly, just do this with a two-tone. That looks really good. The rim color, we can black out. That looks sweet. Kind of matches our tracks on it. And then we can customize the sleds. Here it is, boys. We've got the Rocky Mountain. This is the Polaris RMK 600 Pro. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got some special parts on it, and it's also a one-seater. You can add an extra seat on the back if you'd like, but we're gonna go ahead and upgrade it to the 850 series, and then we can customize all the stuff we like to do. So as you can see, we can change the logos, all of these color schemes, and we've also got some preset ones. Look at this. Green, blue, and my favorite, we've got the red, white, and blue edition. Check this thing out. This is actually insane. It looks really good. Get the red part right there, the blue accents. We're gonna buy actually 3 sleds for our new place. So we're gonna do a red one, and then we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna do a couple different colors here. I think we want to do a blue, so we're gonna change the body color to blue there, and then we can actually change a couple of the other accents. As you can see, we can change the tracks right there to a blue, and it kind of matches it. That looks pretty cool. I kind of like that. Spring color, we can change those to blacked out. That's that part right there. Kind of makes it a little bit more incognito, you could say. The step color, let's see what we can do for that. That's the side right there. Tunnel color. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And then the front A-arm, which is the side part right there. So we got this thing built out. We've got our blue, and then we got all the black accents to go along with it. So the blue one's good. We got a red one already. I think maybe we're going to go with a different color scheme that's a preset. You know what? I think we found it. Orange looks pretty sweet. Let's see. Actually, the blue looks good too. Two-tone. All right, we got 3 sleds, boys. Let's load them up, and then we got to get a gator for us. Here's the gator. We're going to go all blacked out with this one. There we go. And then we're going to take off the plates because we got our own land here. So let's go ahead and buy that. 30,000. And then we need a little plow to go with it. All right, boys. I think we are ready for this snowmobiling trip. We've got everything that we need, possibly. We got the red, we got the blue, and then the orange sled over here. So it looks good. Maybe we'll get a green sled too. Kind of have a different choice of colors for our guests whenever they want to come snowmobiling, because we are going snowmobiling with the boys next time. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that and hit that subscribe button. But all right, let's get the truck. We'll hook up to the trailer. This thing is a beast, guys. All right, let's go ahead and hook up to the trailer first things first, but this should be a good trip out there. We're going to leave the Ram here. We don't really need that quite yet. This will be our main truck we're going to be using out there. There's a lot of snow. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Okay, it should work okay, although it is kind of high up in the air, the trailer. We're going to have to make sure to strap everything down. Or actually, check this out. We can adjust the hitch. That makes it a little bit better. Okay, first things first, we'll open up the side so we can strap everything down, and then the back is up next. There we are. All right, perfect. Sled number 1, the America sled. We're going to actually have to build out a matching outfit for for this thing. The yellow coat's actually probably pretty good for snowmobiling. That way people can see us. This thing, oh, it rips. It rips, boys. The 850. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually back it in. It makes it a little bit easier for us. So we have to get 3 sleds in this thing, remember. So it's not going to be easy. I think we get a little bit more control backing in with the 850 too. There we go. Let's angle it right there. Oh my gosh. He just hit the accelerator one time. This thing flies, boys. All right, that should be good. We'll strap it down right there, and then we'll be able to hit probably another sled right there. And then the last one. This will be perfect. Here's the blue one. We're going to go over to the pavement over there. There's a little bit of snow we can drive on, kind of test them out. Let's see how these things do. Oh, they do pretty good. As you can see, they're leaving a little bit of tracks too from the sled. Look at that. Let's check that out. All right, that's pretty sweet. So people will be able to follow our tracks kind of, and we'll be able to follow our trails back. So that's good. Kind of gives us a little bit of GPS system since this thing doesn't have a touchscreen. All right, let's back this one in. Looks good. These things have got the reverse on them. Super nice. And then we got the lights on the front. We got a little horn. This thing is built out perfectly. All right, we're going to back this one in, guys, and get the next couple vehicles set up before we're ready to get rolling. All right, that worked out pretty good. We got the other sled on the left side here, so we're going to strap it down in the front. There we go. Those 2 sleds are good. We got the orange one, and we might actually be able to get the gator in the back as well. So this worked out better than I thought. It's going to be a little tricky. Let's actually see if we can get this thing angled in the trailer potentially, and then the gator will fit. But we got a lot of space left, as you can see. So there we go. Let's start cranking it to the left. Looks good right about there. We're going to turn it off and then strap it down. But if we can get the gator right there potentially, we'll be able to make one trip. So let's get this thing and load it up.
5 minutes later.
All right, gator doesn't fit. We're going to have that transported there for us, but we've got the sleds. I think we're ready to start plan 2, building the new luxury cabin. So it's going to be pretty nice. We're going to head out there, guys. We got some super cool trails added onto this map. It's a custom edit. So we're going to go ahead and test it out. And the snowmobile trails are awesome. So we got a lot in store. Let's head out to our land and start building the cabin. All right, boys, we've got the most insane setup we've ever had for snowmobiling season. This is going to be awesome. The snow is out there. There's actually a great amount of snow, and it's not like icy or super slick. It's very fluffy snow, which makes good for riding capability because, you know, you can kind of go at high speeds and you don't have to worry about sliding around or slipping, whatever else with the tracks. But you got fluffy snow, it makes for the ultimate condition snowmobiling, and we're going to be snowmobiling tomorrow. We got all the boys coming in to go sledding with us, and it's going to be pretty insane. And by sledding, we mean going 80 miles per hour on the trails. So make sure you guys stick around for that episode and subscribe so you get notified. But as you guys can see, usually Riverbend Springs ends right here, but we got a custom trail edit just for snowmobiling season. This is insane, and it's gonna get pretty epic when we build the cabin too. We'll have our own little paradise in the snow, we'll call it. All right, I think we gotta head back to the right here. The trails kind of go all in through this forest and everything. Very few amount of cars drive out here, but as you can see to the left, I think that's one of the trails. Yep, that is the trail right there. It goes all the way through the forest, wraps around, kind of connects to the rest of everything around here, which is pretty cool. There's a little shed to our right, but I think our land is going to be up on the left side and we'll be able to build. But this is actually looking pretty sweet. Okay, I know where we're at now. There's this old like little shed. I think they do some wood manufacturing or something out here on our right side, and then our land is right beyond that. Right up here, we'll be able to build. All right, there we go. We have arrived. Actually wasn't too far of a drive from the city, so our gator should be here any second, and then we'll be able to start crafting out this new house. I think we're going to do some snow plowing first, but check it out. Great location, great land, and then like I said, guys, the trails connect right over here, so we can pretty much build in like our own trail just to go straight to the other trails. Let me show you. This one is the start of the south side trails. This will go right through here, kind of connects up to the rest of them we saw earlier. This is perfect. So we're going to probably build up closer to the bottom due to the incline. We'll have a little bit of snow, a little bit of a hill for sledding, of course. I don't know why there's a school bus out here. There's not many houses. We'll probably be the only one. But anyhow, guys, let's jump into construction mode and get building. All right, guys, we've got the main house here. It's actually pretty sweet. We're going to place it down right here, and we've also got a nice sized garage to go with it. So that's going to go obviously right to the other side of it. We kind of like to keep it close right about there, and then now we get to build in everything to connect it up to the main road. I think we're going to leave our entrance right in this portion, so we're going to go ahead and flatten out the land. It's obviously going to take away the snow, but we need to make sure it's all even and everything right through here. There we go. That looks good. Look at that. So now we got a nice front driveway. There's really not much more we need to do besides building a nice concrete driveway, and it is going going to snow. So let's go ahead and make sure we got all of our leveling good. I think right there should be perfect, and it'll connect up to the road. It's obviously on a little bit of an incline, but we're going to start the driveway build out here. I think best winter conditions, probably just a good concrete will be good for that. So we'll go all the way to the front of the house up until here, and then connect it up to our garage space, which is actually pretty nice. We can store the sleds in there, keep them warm, so that way before we ride the next day, there's nothing snow or anything on them, which is great. But look at that. That turned out pretty good. We're going to put a little bit of rock texture along the side. We usually do that. It's our signature touch to the property. And then in the front portion, we got some snow. So that worked out pretty good. Final rock touches on the other side, and we'll be able to get to work here. I think we might actually add some trees down. That'll be the final thing. Well, it's winter, so there's really not going to be any leaves on them, but I think we'll eventually add some stuff. Maybe some snow here. We got some grass and snow we can place down. That always looks pretty nice. So we'll place some of it back down here. And then finally, we need some lights too. These lights actually look like they go along with the property pretty nice. So we're going to place a couple of these down right along the side. We only need about 2 of them. And then that should light it up pretty good at night. We could do some more stuff as well. We have the in-ground lights. They kind of go along the side, as you can see. So that'll make it look really cool at night. Let's place maybe about 10 of these down. Also on the other side, that'll kind of light up the driveway and make it look awesome, because we're going to be staying here overnight and maybe even going night snowmobiling, something we haven't done before. So, all right, this should be perfect for us and the boys to have a good weekend at, and we're going to go check it out really quick. Let's head inside. It is an awesome looking cabin. Nice wood structure. This thing costs us some money too, but here we go. As you enter in, you got the nice cabin. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the lights. All right, looking good, boys. And then we've got obviously our nice sitting area. Some of you have seen this, but if you haven't, this is the ultimate cabin for the wintertime. We got stovetop coffee, giant sink, fridge, and then also our furnace is wood burning. So we'll be able to kind of have an efficient furnace here and have a good amount of heat too. So this is the ultimate cabin, and then the boys can stay on the couch. And then we've also got a king size bed. So there's plenty of space. We'll probably bring some blow up mattresses for some of the other guys. But yeah, this is a nice size bed, a little desk here with a good view of the forest, if I do have to say. And then there's the occasional traffic. So that's nice as well. Finally, the bathroom. The bathtub needs an upgrade though. I think we're going to switch that out. There's a hole in the thing. I don't even know if that's a drain. I think it goes to the floor. Yep. And the toilet paper is going to need an upgrade. Jeez, I don't know how that got in here. Must have been the construction crew. But all right, guys, that is the house tour. Let's get the sleds unloaded. I think the gator's behind the trailer. I think I see something over there. Aha, there it is. All right, we got the gator here as well. So if we ever have any snow, which we are going to, some more snow, we'll be able to kind of plow it out here at the driveway. So we'll park this up first. This can kind of go on the left side of our garage. I like the doors too. It's kind of like an orange wood material. That's nice. I'll park this on the left side. Looks good. Good size shop too, guys. And check that out. We already got our Polaris logo up on the front there. We got our Ford badges because we got a Ford Tract. I think the only thing we need is some John Deere Gator logos. We got any John Deere? Oh, looky here. We got some John Deere stuff. All right, we already got our custom signs hung up. We didn't even add those. They were already there. But all right, let's get the trailer backed in and unload these sleds. But that was a fun building process. It's pretty simple, guys. We didn't go too fancy with this build. No fancy driveways or anything, because we kind of like to just have fun out here. You know, no crazy pools or anything. And we are going to check out the trails before we're done today, before the trip. So stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and get the back doors unloaded here. There we go. A little bit more, and then the thing will be even. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, let's go ahead and unstrap it. And then the first sled out we'll take onto the trails. The first one is the orange one. So let's go ahead and drive this thing out the back. It looks good. And the nice thing is, guys, like I said, we connect right up to the trails. We got to go on the road for a quick second, but then the trails are right here. So let's rip on these. They're actually nice trails. As you can see, we go all through the forest. The forest is nice as well. This thing rips, boys. We're doing 75 right now. This is awesome. And then I think there's some ditches. You can kind of ride the ditches with the sleds if you want to, but I like to stay on the trails a little bit safer, and then you don't flip. So, you could flip if you go fast, but we'll try and take it a little easier. And then also it connects it to the trails where there's snow, because they plowed those. But check this out. This gets a little bit more dangerous. You get some snow on the trails. This is awesome. A little turnaround here. This thing works great. We can actually turn on the lights, kind of test those out. Yeah, those work pretty good. As you can see, there's a little bit of light. Those will work good for at night, but it gets really dark out here. You got to be careful. And then there's more trails that connect all the way up to here. I think you got to sneak behind this shed or something, and then the trails are back here. Oh, look at this. We're like plowing snow. Jeez. You gotta dodge some trees though. Look at this. This gets pretty crazy, and it's all downhill, so that's pretty nice. When you're heading back towards the house, you kind of know what direction to go. Oh jeez, boys, we're ripping. There we go. We got onto the other set of trails, and this should take us back to the new house. There we go. Oh my gosh, that was a blast. We're pulling back in. Let's get these things set up in the garage, and then we will be waiting for the boys to show up. Some of them are showing up tonight, and then some tomorrow morning, so we'll have to wait and see. I know a few of the guys that ran the repo business with with us will be back. So, yeah, we're waiting for them. I think they're going to be bringing some of their own sleds, but we've got a few extra for some of the guys that don't. So that works out good. We got plenty of space probably to store 7, 8 sleds in here maybe. We do need a fuel tanker though. I think we're going to maybe bring in a little fuel transfer tank or something. That way we can refill the sleds as we go. Maybe one of the guys have got it on their truck. But all right, let's back the last one in and then we'll call it a day here at the new cabin. All right, let's go ahead and close up all the doors, guys. The sleds are in the shop. Is there a ghost in there? That sled just moved on its own. I don't think it's haunted. Okay, so game plan for this is we're going to back the trailer in along the side of the house. That's where it's going to be trailer storage. So let's kind of drive over through here, see what we kind of got for that. Oh, geez, not down there. I think there's a little spot behind the side here. Check that out. That worked out perfectly. We might be able to store a few trailers back down here, kind of keeps them out of the way. We'll go ahead and drop it, and there's a little ramp right there. So that worked out good. If any of the other guys got trailers, we'll put them back there out of the way because we don't have the largest driveway, but it works out pretty good. So let's park up the tracked F450 in the front here, and then we'll be all set. There we go. All right, guys. Well, we got everything set up. That was day 1 here. If you want to see part 2 and the boys go snowmobiling with us, drop a thumbs up by letting me know. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.